Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day video. I love watching these videos on YouTube, and so I thought it'd be really fun to do one for you guys today. This is a summer collaboration. This is part of our book club that we're doing. It's all about nutrition today. And I truly believe that nutrition is a key part of being a good steward of our body, like taking good care of our body, the temples that God gave us. And so I'm a big believer in eating really healthy things. Now, I do have a sweet tooth, so I do have to be careful, but I definitely try to start my day off with eating really healthy foods. And what I usually start off with is actually, I got it from this book. So I was watching Rachel Ray a while ago, and this lady came on and she was talking about how she was on like 20 different meds. She just had really bad health and stuff, and she felt like she needed to crack the code. And so she started this thing of eating green smoothies every day. And so what that means is just pretty much you have some type of greens in there. So it can be kale or spinach or lettuce, just different like collard greens, all these greens, and just how healthy they are for our bodies. So I was gonna do it. I went online right away to check out her book because she was on like 20 medications. She, by the end of the 10 days, just in 10 days, she was off of 16 of them. She was only on 4. And so I was like amazed by that. And so I was curious and interested about the green smoothie. So I ordered the book because if you look online, it has a ton of views and they're all 5 stars. Like, amazing. So I feel like that says a lot. But anyway, I got pregnant with Bella. I found out I was pregnant like a couple days after this book arrived, of course, so I didn't want to do that while I was pregnant. But I started making these smoothies, and I just kind of started making my own smoothies just to get those greens in and just to have more energy and all of that. And I will say the days that I do a green smoothie, I can totally feel it. I have energy throughout the entire day. I am not as hungry for junk food, and I just feel better. Like my skin has been clearer and all these just different things that I just love. So I always start my day with a green smoothie, and I'll show you how I make that, and then I'll kind of walk you through the rest of my day. And pretty much my thing is I try really hard not to have a bunch of processed foods. So foods that like crackers and all these things that are processed, I try as much as I can to eat as natural things the way that God made them. And to me that just makes sense. Like things that are non-GMOs, I've heard like GMOs are horrible, and which makes sense to me. If you think about the way God created our food, He made them perfect the way that they are and how they should respond to our bodies. So anyway, I could get into that, but I try to eat as much organic food as I can, especially fruits and vegetables and all of that. So I'm gonna show you what I use and how I make my green smoothies. Okay, and so this is pretty much how I make my green smoothie. It's super duper easy. What I do is I take spinach, organic spinach. You can really use any green, but this is the combination I really like. So you just I put about 2 handfuls in here in my blender. So it almost looks like it's almost to the top. And then I will put in mint. And what mint does is it kind of helps with the kale taste. Kale, I am not a big fan of bitter things. And so this mint actually offsets it. And it actually, I can't taste the kale, otherwise I can taste the kale. So I'll add some leaves there. And then for kale, I'll just put a small. So like this big of a handful, just pretty small. And if there's any like big chunks like this, I'll just kind of throw those out because they don't always blend up the best. So I'll do this, and then I'll add 2 cups of water. And I will just mix this up really quick. So that's all the greens that you're getting. That is really, really good to have all those greens. And then I just add a banana and I cut up just an apple. I love the Pink Lady apples. Those are for me the best apples. So I cut that up, add that in there. Add this, and then I also add some ice. So ice, I just like the cool feeling, and then throughout the day it just kind of stays a little cooler longer, which I like when it tastes cold. It's not as good if it's not cold. Okay, so then I'll add this. This is collagen, and it's awesome. I really have noticed a difference since I've been drinking the different things with this in it. I also have bone broth. I'm a big believer in both bone broth, so I'll either have this or bone broth once a day. And there are a ton of health benefits to it. Like my joints feel better, and they say that it actually helps plumpen up your skin. So that's kind of another health benefit, but there are just so many health benefits. It says bone health, joint flexibility, amino acid source, hair, nails, health, gut support. So I mean, this is really good, and I've noticed a big difference in my health since I've been using it. And so I'm just gonna add 1 scoop. Like I said, you cannot taste it at all. I cannot taste it, and I am very sensitive about tasting things. I can taste grainy things, and you can't taste it in the slightest. So I love this stuff. I'll link it below if you're looking for something like that. And then I'll just blend it up with the rest of everything. All right, and that is my green smoothie. I will put it in. I know this looks huge. This is a mason jar. It is huge. It's like a 4-cup mason jar, but it usually overflows from there. And so what I'll do is I will just put it in here, and I'll actually have another cup. And I use mason jars actually because then I can just store it in the fridge, and I'll either give some to my kids because my kids actually like this. That's how you know it tastes good. And so I'll give them some of this if they want to. Otherwise, later on, I will drink that as well. But I'll put in my straw, and then I will just sip on this all day. And I can totally tell huge difference in my health when I have one of these first thing in the morning. So that's what I start my day off with usually, if it's a good day. And then I'll show you what I eat the rest of the day too. I don't know if you can see this, but my almost 1-year-old daughter is loving the green smoothie. And that's how you know it's good, because even a baby is loving it. The kids eat lunch and I get them all taken care of. That's usually when I will fix my lunch. That's why I have kind of later breakfast. And so what I will do is I will eat, I don't know if you can see that, but I usually eat leftovers. So I love leftovers. That way we save money and food and all of that. So I am the leftover person that eats it, and I usually love the food I cooked anyway, so it kind of works. If I don't have leftovers, I'll usually have bone broth, or I'll make a salad. So that is kind of what I'll do most days. And so the kids are just watching Wildcrafts, some educational show usually, and I will have my lunch, and I will clean up the rest of the kitchen while they're doing that. So I've been really good. But I want to be real with you guys. So I try to eat healthy. One of the biggest things about eating healthy is not having junk food in the house. We celebrated my birthday yesterday, and things were going great. I was eating healthy, doing good. Went into the fridge and realized that I had this. My leftover cake from my birthday. Forgot it was in there, and now I'm struggling because I'd like to have a big chunk of that. So what do I do when this occurs? Well, number one, my husband will know that I had a bite of this. He will give me a hard time, and that's okay. I can handle my husband. But you know, a treat once in a while doesn't hurt, right? Like, worked hard, had my greens for the day, had eggs, did all that like pretty healthy stuff. So once in a while, a treat like this isn't really gonna mess me up, right? I think I'm gonna have a piece of this now. Just trying to keep it real. That's my life. So while I'm doing lunch, I prep dinner, and today it's super easy. I meal plan, so it just so happened that I have like the easiest meal. And what it is chicken. So you just take chicken. I have my chicken right here. I put it in the crock pot. It's a crock pot meal. Have the crock pot going, and then put the chicken in there, and I get a can of salsa or some type of salsa about this amount, and I just pour it in there and put it on low for about 5 hours, and it tastes amazing, like super good. I put all of this, I'll shred up the chicken, and then I will just put it on rice. I use brown rice, but you can use white rice, and kind of shred it up, put it on rice, and then we'll put cheese on top of that, and that is dinner. Okay, so dinner is ready, and it is right here. We just put this mixture in the crock pot on a bunch of rice, and that is dinner, and it's super yummy. The kids love it. It's pretty healthy and all of that. So that is my super quick go-to meal if I have a crazy day, and it's just really good. The kids really like it. I forgot to document, I did have some blueberries after I had that cake, thinking that would like counteract it. I don't know why in my mind that would be the case. But anyway, so that was my day. Hope that you enjoyed. And definitely let me know if you like this type of video. Give it a thumbs up if you like what I eat in the day video. Every day is a little different, so this is just kind of a random day of what I had in a day. And thank you for joining me, and until next time, God bless. Bye.